So this is the video on the pesky plaids, and I did have quite a pesky time with them. I don't know if these are good for rug hooking. I suppose a lot of you have different ways that you use wool in rug hooking. You use a thicker wool or a wider strip, or like Deanne Fitzpatrick, the rug hooker here in Nova Scotia. She uses just about anything, really. So first, I did the bleach test on all of these, and two of them, everything was good, but two of them came back as that. Now, don't know. I think this one is this. If you can see it, is that. This one I had a really difficult time dyeing. It just wouldn't take the dye, so I'm thinking that's not a lot of wool in that, but it is such a nice piece of fabric. It's good for wool applique if you don't use it for hooking. The other one, this one, I'm thinking it might be this, with the little pieces in it. Oops, the other way around. That. So I think that one. That one did dye very nice, but I don't know. It's just a nice piece, and I'll show you that as I go through them. So everything went through the bleach and disintegrated except those two pieces. Now, the next thing I did was, when Luke went to Mahone Bay for the brown dye, for the Cushing's dye, I sent a strip of every one of these, and he asked the lady if they were good for hooking, and she said they were all good. I just did strips, and I'll show you them one by one, except for this one, and she said that one was too much of an open weave. But I don't know about that, because I may have just cut that too close to the edge and have that open like that. It may still be good, depending. So I'm going to go through each one of them and show you the size, and the try to show you the type, and then I'm going to go through the different colors and show you the difference in the colors. So first we'll go through every one in the next part of the video. So the pieces in this kit are all different sizes, this one being the largest, and it's, oh, look at all those in there. That shouldn't be. It's quite a good size, because I just divided up the fabric into as many pieces as I could to make 12. So it's approximately 28.5 by 16. And these are mostly in the browns and the reds, and I have one green, and then I have some bluish gray ones. And this is the strip. So I think it would be good for rug hooking. I don't know, but it's a scratchy fabric. It's really nice, and it would be nice for wool applique if you didn't want to use it for rug hooking. So the next one, it seems to be quite thick, but when you cut it, it's not really that thick, and it's what I would call a houndstooth. And I haven't ironed these, so I haven't gone through and taken the fluffy stuff off. And some of these in the kits will look a bit red. You know, I tried to over dye them, but and this one is about 17 by a little less than 14 for that one. I'm going to have to shut down my video to keep these going, because I know it's going to shut off on me. So that's that one, and I'll take a break, and then I'm going to be right back with the rest. This this is the next one, and this really, I don't think goes with really any of the sets, but it was a blanket that I had and I wanted to get rid of it, so I put it in, and you can see the Troy robe. So nice to have around you. Troy Blanket Mills, Troy and something, New Hampshire, I think it might be. So this one is, I'm sure this one would be okay for rug hooking. And there are a couple of these that have a split in them, but it's just a tear, so it's okay. But if you use these for wool applique, a large plaid like this, you could use, say, this part, which is for green. If you have something in red, you could use, put it there, use that. So to do wool applique with a large plaid is it's really good because they all fit together. They'll all work together. But when your plaid is large, you have a larger space to cut out with just a certain type of color. You don't see all of the plaid when you do applique. So that's that one. That's the strip. Oh, I didn't measure that, did I? Okay. And I left the fringes on. Someone's going to get the Troy label. So that's approximately 13.5 by 16 for that one. Oops, what's that? That's that. This one is really nice. I'm sure that would be good for rug hooking. It's really a nice feel to it, and it was this color before, and it's quite a long piece, and that's why I asked on the group if I should cut them. So that one is really nice, and again, if you're doing wool applique, you have a nice large plaid to work with. And that one is 29.5 by 9.5. It's really quite a lot of wool in these because I wanted to I have so many plaids, and I have more that I need to get rid of, so I'll be doing more packs with plaids because I don't use plaids for hardly anything. The plaid tongue rug was about the only time that I used plaids. Okay, so I'm just going to shut down and turn it back on so my camera doesn't go out on me, and I'll be right back. So the next one is the one that the lady said she didn't think would be good for rug hooking because it was too much of an open weave, and that's this one. That is such a nice color. It started out this way with the reds and the golds, and so it's definitely wool because that dyed so nice. And that again is good for wool applique. It's just so nice. So it's a long piece again. Most of them have fringes, I think. But I'm not sure. Oh, someone left a comment again. So that one is about 29.5 by a little shy of 9, 8 3/4, something like that. And I haven't ironed these. They seem to be really nice as they are, so I don't think I will, but I'll go through and pick the long strands off and things like that. So that's that one. And that's this one. This one started out green, and it really didn't want to go any other color. It does have some overtones. I've had some of them come out with the reds, but mostly it just was one of those pesky ones. And with this one, there are going to be some a bit longer, some a bit shorter. And this one has a cut in it that was in the blanket. So not all of these may be the same length because I had to divide up the blanket as best I could for 12. So that one's 30.5 by 9.5. It's nice tweedy weave, really nice. And that one is wool. And that's how it came out. Okay. Now, the next two, I believe, are the Pesky ones that the bleach did not do anything for. But still, they're so nice. That one, it's quite thin. She said that it would be okay to hook with, but then again, I don't think it's, there's some wool in it. It has to be, because some of the pieces were gone with the Javix, but it's not 100%. But still, it's very nice, very thin. And that one is 28, a little bit more, by 8. So, and really, I was very surprised because this one dyed nice. I mean, this was the color. And I do have some that are red, and I'll show them when I go through the pack. It really dyed good. Usually when something's not wool and it doesn't disintegrate in the bleach, you have a difficult time dyeing with it, depending on what fabric it is, I suppose. This is the last piece, and I may have 2 of these in the pack. I don't know. I have quite a few in the dye pot left. I don't know if I have full ones, so it may be this piece plus a half a piece in your kit. And it's really nice and tweedy. This would be nice for wool applique too. It's got a texture to it. This one's about 34 by 9.5. And this one, I think, also is not wool. And this one I really had a difficult time dyeing. It has stripes in it. I don't know if there's a stripe. So, and I put them in the dye pot over and over again, and I couldn't get anything really dark. So, do what you wish with this one. But she thought it would be okay to hook with. So, that is the sizes and what they are. And now I will go through and show you the different color packs. And I'll be right back. So I've tried to divide them up a bit into shades. Some of the pieces, they just want to stay the same, or they're too dark or something. This one is mostly the way it is. It didn't over dye. I think I only did that one once. A lot of these I do 2 or 3 times. And some of them are quite dark. Some of them have too much red in to do anything with it. But this is the brown, and I go by the big scratchy piece. Whatever color that is, I try to have something that works with it. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces, and probably a half a piece of this. So 9 pieces. This is the browns. And move those aside. Oops. I only have 1 green, and you can see that that's a green. That went to shade green. This went really dark. I can't believe that's not wool because that dye's so nice. This one again is pretty much the same in all the packs, and it's not that it goes with the packs, it's just I want to get rid of the blanket, so I'm going to give it to you. And then there are the reds, and then this one and this light piece. So mostly with this one, It's just sort of an extra piece, a blanket that I wanted to get rid of, and I didn't really dye it a lot. I did dye it, but I didn't dye it 2 or 3 times to get the shading, so I'm just adding it in and kind of as a freebie piece. So that's the green. I only have one of those, unless I have 3 more of these to do and sell, 3 more like this, but I don't know what color I'm going to do. This is the bluish gray color. So you can see that. So they're like a grayish greenish color. A lot of them are very close, but this is what I determine the color of the wool pack. And this one is red. The red's nice. And this is that non-wool, and look how nice it dyed. So pretty. Can't believe it's not wool. This one I'm not really fond of, but if you use it for wool hooking, I suppose with these strips, it would be quite good. So that's the red, and I think I only have 2 of those. So those are my wool packs. As I said, I have 3 more, I think, 2 or 3 that I have to finish dyeing, and I'll try and get those on tomorrow. I probably won't do a video for them because you've seen the wool and the textures and the sizes. And I didn't put the sizes on the website, so you'll have to go back and check on this video for the sizes because it is quite a lot of wool. And I think that's it for now. I hope you have a great day.